I remember I walked home that day, continuing on my misery. He told me something that was bad. Go down, that's me. Remember, I was walking, people talking in the distance. I was just winning weather, but the sun rays were kissing me. I was lost. Hey guys, it is hot and cold at the same time, but we are continuing from the previous episode, and yeah, I had a weird encounter with a very tragic girl called Maria, and I was on set for the first time in the African Bank commercial, and things were just on the up and up for me, you know. Um, Obviously, like before the um, African Bank commercial ended, I was trying to figure out where am I gonna like sleep for the night, right? And I hit up my aunt, and she agreed. You know the story, yeah. So yeah, I'm gonna continue from there, and then we're gonna like proceed into the story. Uh, so my aunt like um, says, "Aware, you can come by. We miss you." I go back. I go back. Uh, get my stuff, and I head out. I head out to my aunt. You know. And by the way, the girl that I helped the transport to get to the location, the second location, came to me in private and gave me like cash, and she thanked me for what I did earlier because she noticed no one like actually like offered me money for helping them, and I really appreciated that because I actually needed the cash to get to my aunt. The transport at that time was like very pricey, but I really appreciated that from her. Um, Shout out to her. I think I'm gonna link her Instagram or whatnot if I can find it. But yeah, I get back to, I go to my aunt's place. I get there, and they're going crazy. Like they can't believe what they're saying. They're like, "Shalom, is that you?" Like, you know, because I'm just completely different from the version that they remember me as. And they just, we catch up, we have a good time, what. And I also need to add this in because there's a part in the story where um which is really important, which was during the African Bank commercial, right? Everyone was going crazy for the Tyla music video. She was gonna have a music video for Jump, uh famous African singer, if you don't know. So everyone's going crazy. Like everyone on set's like, did you see the poster? Like, they want artists from our agency to be on the. Everyone's just going crazy. Like they want to be picked. They like can't wait to be in the music video and whatnot. And I'm just like, I'm so pessimistic. I hate myself. I hate myself like so much. I'm like, there is no way Tyler's team is gonna pick me because look at my photos. Look at the my photos I have to pick from. Like no way. Like they can't see the new version of me as well. They just have to deal with the photos they have online. So I'm there. I'm like I'm not thinking about it at all. I'm just so pessimistic about it. I'm like, you know what, if it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, then I'm gonna go back home and get to the gym and just focus on IMTA, right? So we're doing that, and everyone's going crazy about it. I'm at my aunt's place, I'm in my room, and they say, yo, we've submitted you for the Tyler music video, and confirmations will be on, I don't know what day it was, maybe Wednesday, Thursday, but they're like, confirmations will be on this date. So my aunt's like, you can stay here, just be with the little cousins, catch up and whatnot. So she didn't really mind me being there for a while. She wanted me to stay for longer. So, because I wanted to just stay there for like a night and then leave. Because I was like, there's no way I'm gonna get picked for this Tyla music video, right? So I'm waiting. The scheduled date for the submissions where they're gonna confirm the people who are gonna be on the music video came. They started posting the pictures on the agency, like confirmed for the Tyla music video, and I'm not there. I didn't get a message, so I'm like, okay, it's time for me to go back home and, you know, get back to gym. And my aunt's like, chill, you don't have to go home now. What you gonna go back home and do? Like, just stay with us, chill, you know? We missed you so much and we love this new version of you. Like, just stay. We don't know when we're gonna see you again. And, you know, I was just like, you know, I really need to get back to the gym. I'm stubborn. I'm also like, you know, like I just want to go back to gym, you know. I can't be just chilling the whole time. And then they're like, yo, just stay. And I'm like, no, I just need to get back home. I need a gym. So then they're like, okay, it's fine, you know. So I got prepared. I got my bags ready, and God really showed me flames, bro. Like this is why it's part 2, because really, like, my plan was to just go back home, go back in the gym, and, you know, focus on that again. It really showed me flames. Like, yo, like, I should listen to my aunt. But you're gonna see as the story goes on. So I get on the Bolt. Actually, my aunt booked me an Uber to the train station. So I'm going there. I reach the train station. I'm there, and I get the ticket to go on the car train. I'm about to board the car train as well. Like, I'm literally about to board the car train, right? As I'm about to board, I'm about to go home. I'm about to get back in the gym. I'm about to board the car train to leave from Joburg, the area I was in. I think I'm gonna figure out where exactly I was, but I'm gonna post it somewhere. But as I'm about to board the car train, I get a call from Sam. Sam called me. She's like, Shalom, you won't believe it. You won't believe it. I managed to get you into the Tyla music video. And I'm like, there is no way. I'm shocked because I tell Sam, like, yo, I'm literally about to board the car train right now. And you just called me, like, in time, like, yo, this is crazy. And, like, we're going crazy. And she's like, no, please do not leave Joburg yet. Get back, go back to your aunt, call your aunt, get back, stay. You have been confirmed for the Tyla music video. And I need you to also notice something, right? There were people on set, there were guys with a lot of egos on set who were like so certain that they'll be picked, you know? Good looking guys as well. They were so certain they're gonna get picked, and you know, they weren't there for the confirmation. They weren't there, they weren't confirmed. And I was like, why did they pick me? And I need you to also realize, like, I did get a reading done about it. And they were like, in the reading, they were like, God's gonna show you why you should be in front of the camera. That's what the reading told me. Like, God's gonna show you why you should be in the camera. And I'm like, I bet. I mean, the African bank, I thought it was just the African bank thing, right? But it was just so much more. And you're gonna see as the story goes on, like, just how, like, God, like, showed me so much favor in that very moment, you know? And yeah, like, I'm excited. I call my aunt. I'm like, yo, auntie, like, you won't believe it, but I just got confirmed for the Tyla music video. And this is past the date of confirmations. I'm about it, like, I called and she's like, you see, you should have listened to me. God works in mysterious ways, you know. He gave me the whole, you know, Christian chat. So I get a Bolt. I go back to my aunt's place, and, you know, I start getting ready, you know, mentally ready for, like, the Tyla music video. Now, because of like I'm following my agency and whatnot, I can see that, you know, Maria was confirmed. So now like I know I'm gonna see her, but what was shocking is like I already told myself like after the African Bank commercial, this is probably the last time I'm gonna see her. So I didn't really like, I wasn't fazed by the connection, right? I was like, yeah, I'm not gonna see her again. That's the end of the connection, whatever this is, and I can just move on, right? But God was like, nah, bro, I ain't done with you, bro. I'm gonna open up your heart, bro. Your heart's been numb, your heart's been cold, bro. Like, I'm gonna open it and I'm gonna show you flames. I'm gonna show you flames. And I'm like, okay. But, so, it's the day of the shoot. I go there, enjoy work. I don't really know where the place is. The person who's driving me again doesn't know where the place is. It's just a mess. It's just a mess again. But you know, I got there. I saw some like familiar faces from the African Bank commercial team that were on the exact same production team and staff for the Tyla music video. And you know, we greeted each other and whatnot, and then they showed me around. They showed me the place, and they just showed me around, and then they directed me to the rest of the cast, the stand-ins, the background actors for the music video. So I'm getting there. It's literally like it's so hot, but I'm just for winter weather as well. So I'm sweating and everything, right? I get there, bro, and like people just looking at me like, who's this guy? Maybe because of the way I was dressed, like the confused way I was dressed. I see my people, I see some people, some like familiar faces from the agency. I get there, we dap each other up, but before I reach them and dap them up, me and Maria locked eyes, and she gave me this stare like, what the fuck? Like, she gave me such, because I don't think anyone expected me to be there, bro, because I was not confirmed online. They did not post me online like, yo, Shalom's also a part of the people who have been confirmed. I was given a call. And the guys who had such huge egos weren't there. They weren't there. The guys who were talking so much smack weren't there on set. And it just surprised me, like, yo, like, God's really like showing me flames right now. Like, this is incredible. Like, this is incredible, you know? I'm not saying I was praying on those niggas downfall or whatnot, but like, you know, I was pessimistic, but I was also humble. Like, if it happens, it happens. But they were like, it's gonna happen. She has to. Her team has to pick it. Like, they were going crazy, right? They were going crazy about the whole thing. They were like full-on fanboy about it. And I just could care less. I just wanted to get back to the gym. And God was like, no, I'm not done with you here. So I'm there, bro. The connection's up. Maria comes to me. We vibing. We greet each other, obviously. And a lot of people who remember the old version of me from the agency are also like seeing the new version of me. And they're like shocked. They're speechless. They don't know what to say. Right? Anyway. We just talking. Everyone's like telling me, complaining like how long they've been on set, what time they arrived. Especially Maria, she told me she arrived like at like 5 something. She had to wake up earlier than that to get to the whole thing. And you know, we just chatted about like how long she's been on set and whatnot. Other people also complaining. And they were like, we didn't even get it in front of the camera, like they didn't even use us. There was just a lot going on. And I'm even more pessimistic because like if they weren't using these good looking people, I stand no chance. I don't have a chance. So like I'm just here for the experience. I'm here to like enjoy whatever's happening. I'm here to see how hard people are working on sets, you know, getting the industry like getting the like and just seeing how the industry works as well, like just seeing how hard people work behind the scenes. So we chilling, and I won't lie, like throughout this whole thing, I genuinely, like, the spark just happened again because I'm feeling these feelings I had for Maria again, you know? It never left, you know? It's at the back of my mind. We chatting here and there. And there were a few moments that really like spooked me as well. And also there were a few like cringe, embarrassing moments as well, which I want to talk about because this is a virtual diary, bro. I gotta talk about everything. I can't leave a single part of the whole journey out of it, you know. I'll try my best not to like reveal everything, you know, just to protect certain people, you know, show grace as well. That's important. But yeah, so on set, and we just get chatting. It's nice, you know, everyone's chatting, and I remember it was like they called us in. They were like, okay, we're gonna separate you in groups. What they separated us in groups, told us to pick our clothes, and one of the stylists was like, nah, this guy looks too cool, because they're trying to make us look like, you know, regular South Africans who are probably gonna be in town, you know, in the town area, in town, like, you know, they're not dressed up too fancy, they're not dressed up too nice, like, you know. So they took away the brand clothes, like we couldn't wear brand clothing and what. And they were just struggling with me. They were like, bro, we're trying to make this guy look bad. We're trying to make this guy look bad, and he's looking cool in everything we put him in. So they gave me a shirt, right? And they were like, okay, this thing has a brand on it. Why don't you just flip it over and whatnot? It took a long time. Like, it took a long time for them to like figure out what outfits they were gonna give me. Like a very long time for them to figure out like what type of outfit are they gonna like let me wear on set and whatnot. So he was talking to me, and me and at this moment, right? Because we were talking. Oh, I nearly forgot about that. Let me just backtrack. I'm not gonna edit this up. Let me backtrack, because we had such like I felt so seen and understood by Maria. Fuck. I felt so seen and understood by Maria, right? And I was like, whoa, like we just had such deep eye contact. Like, it generally felt like everything I felt on the first day, it was worse, bro. Like, it was worse. Like, the world, like nothing mattered when we were just like, you know, it was just me and her. And we actually had like me and her, like we were actually sitting, it was just me and her talking, bro. Like, and we're just chatting. I told a white lie. I didn't want her to know like my past, you know. I didn't want anyone feeling sorry for me about like why I didn't finish school and whatnot. So I told a little lie, you know, a white lie. But I could tell that she knew I was lying. Like, I could see it. But we moved on, you know, and as we were going to get changed, you know, to ask the stylist and whatnot what we should wear, I crack a joke. She like she didn't take it too well as well. I said that same joke I said at the African Bank commercial. You know, she didn't take it too well, but I wasn't fazed by it. I just really enjoyed her company, you know, regardless of like what happened. I just really enjoyed her company. Anyway, we got changed. And there were just a lot of moments after that just either, like, I was very curious, like, why is she making this face when I said this? Why is she making this face as I said that, right? And only later on in the story did I realize it was because there were so many similarities between me and her. We sort of liked the same things. And it could be seen as is this too good to be true type of connection, right? So I'm just taking it back, bro. We seeing Tyla's sister pull up. Everyone's going crazy. Guys are going crazy. Gunna pulls up, bro. There's just so much going on, right? But I'm just like so focused on this connection I have with Maria, bro. I'm just like, I need to know this girl more. Like, I don't know a single thing about her, right? And I remember there was this incident when we were eating, right? We were eating. She was sitting on the chairs and the tables, sitting on the tables and the chairs, and with a bunch of other girls. Those other girls finished, and she was the only one, right? And I'm at the back by the rocks, and everybody else is also like sitting on the rocks. And I remember she stood up, and she turned around and she offered a seat, the seats. Like, does anyone want to sit here? You know, it wasn't gonna end well. It wasn't gonna end well from the beginning, you know. These are colored Huns as well. We were surrounded by colored Huns, us niggas as well. And there's this white girl offering you a seat. Like, no one was gonna take this well, bro. Like, it did not end well. It did not end well at all, bro. And I remember sitting there like, should I save her? And then I realized, no, this girl has a boyfriend. Like, what is she doing? Like, nah, I ain't doing shit. I just sat down. I'm like, bro, I'm not saving you right now. Like, walk away, take the cringe L, and, you know, proceed with your day. And she was looking at me like, does anyone want this? I was like, fuck no, I ain't saving out of this one. Like, you're gonna take this one by yourself. And you know, she did. It was a very awkward moment, but she went about her day. And you know, by the time I was finished, I was looking for her. I was like, I want to talk about that. But by the time I found her, we found each other basically. Like, I was just so drawn to her, bro. Like, I think she was drawn to me from my perspective as well, because like we were always finding a way to just be next to each other. Not all the time, but like whenever we could, you know. And other girls were noticing this connection, right? And they try to start making moves on me as well, on set. But I was just shutting everything down because, you know, I still have that goal at the back of my mind that this year I'm not entertaining like girls. I'm not entertaining anything. I'm just focused on, you know, like my career and everything, like focused on getting this whole thing right, just putting myself in the best position I can and progressing in life, right? That's it. Gym, fitness, my wellness, everything, like that's it. So this girl was literally asking where the bin was. Like, bro, like there was so much going on, bro. Like, you can see the bins right there. What do you mean where the bin? She wasn't asking about the bin, bro. She just wanted to chat, you know, see like why is this nigga, you know, like why is this nigga, so what's this nigga about? Like, who is this guy? You know what I'm saying? Like, I can peep the signals, bro. I'm not delusional. I'm not fully delusional, bro. Like, I can peep certain shit, you know? So I spot that as well, right? And I'm just like, okay, now how do I proceed now, bro? Like, because there's just so much going on. And I'm like, okay, I need to get Maria out of my mind, bro, because like, this is not it. This is not it, bro. Like, she has a boyfriend, what, you know? She was from two different worlds as well. Like, we're from two different worlds. Like, that's what I mean. Yeah, we're from two different worlds. And I didn't see it working. Like, I'm not from a good, like, you know, I'm not from a well-off family. And she seems like she's from a well-off family. Like, not saying, I don't even give a fuck about that stuff, because if you look at my past, like, I've had the privilege of experiencing every single level in life, bro. Like, it doesn't matter what level it is. Like, I've experienced it. I've had a taste of everything, and I just value certain stuff differently now. I'm not gonna look at someone's background and then go like, yo, this person's worth based on this and that. Like, nah. I've seen too much to just like have such a shallow perspective on life, And I was just like, yo, I can't like entertain this girl. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what this is, right? And I try to like stay away from her for a bit. Anyway, I failed successfully to stay away from her. I'm just so drawn to her. So this moment, I think we're just waiting for transport to go to the actual shooting that we're gonna do, like where they're gonna shoot the scene that they needed all of us background actors to be in. It was a scene where Tyla stops Kumbi, right? So we're waiting to get there, and then there were just a few moments we had. I remember I asked her if she was vaping, and she was like, nah, I don't vape, which was a lie. I don't know, maybe, I don't know, like later on I found out it was a lie. But my intuition was really tested, bro. Like, my intuition was so tested, like, during this whole process. Like, I thought I was going crazy, like, what's going on? Am I going crazy? What's going on? Like, am I really, like, sensing things that aren't really happening, But there's just so many confirmations I was getting as time went on. But anyway, me and the boys are chilling. We're watching soccer as well. There are guys playing soccer at the back. Football, soccer, whatever, man. I don't care. There were kids playing, and we were cheering them on. Me and a bunch of great guys that I met on set as well. We were watching these kids play, and we were supporting them and whatnot. And I remember we took a pause, and we were just chilling, and we were in front of the girls, right? The girls were sitting down, chatting to each other, and I remember we were talking about which teams we support, and one guy supports Arsenal, the other guy supports Man City, and then I said Man United. And I remember I saw Maria's face, like the face that she made when I said I support Man United. Obviously, I'm getting flamed because I support Man United, bro. Like, we're not the best team at this point. Like, when you support Man United during that period, like, it's bad. Even right now, it's bad. Like, anyway, I said I support Man United. I saw her face, and I'm like, okay, what is going on? Like, why did she make that face? Like, why is she making that face? Does she hate Man United? Does she support it? Like, what is going on? Anyway, I go by my day, and the transport arrives. That transport bus gets filled up. They leave. I'm with the last group, and we're waiting to go. So on top of that, everybody else is already there. Everyone is on set. They're getting picked already, and my group ends up lost. So I'm like, okay, I am definitely not getting picked. I am not getting picked to be on this music video, right? Everyone's there, they're picking everyone. And as soon as as we arrived, right, that's exactly what happened. Like, everyone was already picked for the set and whatnot. And I want to say something really important, because I just have such a different view on celebrities, because there were so many people who would want to be in Tyla's position that were talking shit about her, bro. Like, throughout the whole, like, set, the whole day, like, there were people talking massive, like, cuck about Tyla, and it was crazy. Like, I mean, they were judging her so badly, bro. Like, it was horrible. Like, when I was hearing these stuff, I was like, ain't no way, bro, you on a Tyla music video wanting to be on her music video, and you're like talking ill about her, right? I was so confused. I was so confused about that, bro. Like, and yeah, like, yeah, it was crazy. Like witnessing like how much people were talking shit about Tyla and on her music video, wanting to be on her music video. But anyway, we get there, we arrive late, and I remember I was standing there. And one thing in that message, right? Like I think in the reading I got, when it wasn't just like I'm gonna show you, God's gonna show you why you're supposed to be on the screen. He's gonna make you shine in front of people who tried to set you back, right? Because the people who set me back were in the agency that I was unaware of, right? Never mind, I'm not getting love readings. I'm getting career readings, bro. Like I'm only focused on my career. So I'm gonna talk about that. I'm gonna talk about why later on as well, when I started to dive deep into like tarot readings and like the different type of readings you can get. I was only focused on career and like situations that are happening like right now, like the people around me right now, you know? And they're like, you're gonna shine in front of people who try to set you back. So I'm there, right? We're there. And I remember we approached this like oval place, right? And one of the directors just pointed at me. They're like, you. I'm like, me? He's like, yes, you, me. I think a bunch of other people like were like hoping it was them that the director was calling, but it was calling for me. He's like, you come here, the one in the green. I pull up, right? I pull up, and he's like, I want you inside the taxi by the window. I go there. It's full, you know. I see all my guys. Some guys that I knew they were there. They were inside. You know, everyone's excited. And then, you know, I was like, bro, the camera's right there, and my face is by this window. I am literally in front of. He picked me out of everybody that was there. I came late. He had a chance to see everybody and said, no, this one, I want him in front of. I wanted him in front of the camera again, bro. Like, I'm like, whoa, God, like, what is going on? I'm like, this is insane. This is insane, right? We start shooting, you know, we do a bunch of takes, you know, I'm meeting the whole of Tyla's team, you know, we chatted for a bit, you know, they give us pointers like, you go, okay, spray this on yourselves to look like you're sweating in the car, in the, you know, the kumbi, the taxi, and then, you know, like, we're gonna go on from there. And we're just doing it. And then one of the directors came to the kumbi and was like, okay, I like what you guys are doing, but let's try this. Why don't you by the window, go on top of the kumbi, and then, you know, we dance and whatnot. I'm like, bro, did this guy just ask me, bro? Because I still think I'm fat as well. Like, oh, did this guy just ask me, as big as I am, to just jump on top of a kumbi and start dancing, bro? I'm scared this kumbi's gonna fall in if I get on top of it, bro. Like, I'm just like, you know, I'm still super like insecure, like no, I'm not supposed to be in that position, bro. But God doesn't really put you in positions to the qualified. He qualifies the people in the position. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? And I do it, bro. Everyone's going crazy as well, bro. Like, they did not expect it. Everyone thinks it's my idea as well. Like, did you plan that, bro? Like, because what I realized is how hungry people were to just be in front of the camera. Like, they'll literally shove you out the way just to be in the camera. Like, it is crazy. Like, and what I found out is, like, if you're not in front of the camera, you won't get paid. So there were so many people there, and they're all fighting to get paid. That's what I realized. I thought everyone who's there is going to get paid regardless if you weren't on the music video or not. But it's not the case. If you're standing, you have to appear in the music video to get paid. In the commercial, you have to appear to get paid. You don't just get paid for showing up. And that was like a hard like pill to like Solok is like, oh snap, I gotta like fight for screen time. But I didn't have to fight. I never had to fight. They'll always put me in front of the camera. That's like God showing me like, yo, like, trust my word, bro. And you know, people are gonna look at me weird like when I talk about readings, tarot readings and whatnot, but that's the only way I heard anything from God, bro. Like, I don't know, bro. Like, we all have different ways to speak to God, bro, and that's the way I heard him, and I spoke to him through those type of readings, you know. And I just gotta be honest about that, because literally that's what happened, you know. So I'm in front of the camera, it goes crazy, the director congratulates me, he's like, well done, I love what you did. And it was an awkward moment because they had us dancing on top of the bus, on top of the kumbi, on top of the taxi, without music. We had to do dance moves, and I couldn't do it. I tried. I was trying out doing moves, and on top of that, I'm not a fan of piano, bro. So like, this is like the worst type of position to put me in. I had to remember music video clips that I've seen online of people dancing to piano to like try and recreate that as well. And it was just weird, bro. Like, it was fun but weird, bro. Anyway, the shoot ends, right? And you realize a lot of people were jealous as well when that happened. I'm gonna talk about that more, not just now, but you know, the shoot ends because of Tyla. I think Tyla got hurt or something. Tyla got hurt. They had to stop the shoot early, but they got everything they needed. But you know, the more takes you have, the more you have to work with, and I just think that they were just fine with what they had, and they're gonna make it work. So we're done, right? We're done. We're all headed back. We're walking back. Anyway, we were walking back. If I knew how close the place was, I would have walked to begin with. But anyway, we walked back to the place where they fetched us from, where everyone was waiting to get to the set, and we were there, right? And everyone's just going crazy, you know, like, oh, I hope I'm in the music video, what? Oh, you know, everyone's talking, oh, Shalom, I bet you're gonna be in the music video. You like were on top of it. Like, that was crazy, bro. How do you feel, bro? You know? And you know, like, there are a lot of people who like did not really see me as a favorable candidate the whole time. Ever since they met me, they were just visibly jealous. Like, I could just see it. Like, he's like, you realize, like, it's not all for one, bro. We're not in this together, bro. This ain't High School Musical, bro. Like, it's every man for himself in this business, bro. It's really, really, really sad, you know. But though people were jealous, you know. People who unfollowed me after that as well, which was insane. But yeah. Anyway, I was just happy, you know. I was just happy. I was like, anything can happen, bro. Like, you can be in front of the camera, and then they do some edits, and you're not even there, right? I've watched a lot of movies. I've watched a lot of videos where people like talk about these type of stuff, especially in movies and whatnot. Like, yo, like, you might have appeared in the scene and whatnot, but they might take you out later on, you know. So I was like, okay, bet. So we get to chatting, you know, everyone's talking, and I think this is the most like important part of the whole thing. Is like, okay, number one, Maria saw everything. She saw me shine in front of everybody, right? I could see her. So she was so far away as well, like, but I could see her, and she saw everything. And I was like, yeah, look at me, I'm that nigga, right? You see me, you see me. Yeah. And the second one was when we literally finished each other's sentences, right? Because I remember we were chilling in the circle, everyone was talking, right? Especially the guy who was like so fixated on him being in a KFC advert. They're all yapping and whatnot, and he started yapping about KFC. And then I think during the conversation they were like, we need to find Daryl. I don't know who Daryl is, bro. I've never met a Daryl. I don't know a Daryl. Especially in the agency, I don't know who the hell Daryl is. But anyway, they were talking. And I remember I just looked at her and she looked at me and I'm like, and we said at the same time, who's Daryl, bro? Like, and I like pulled myself back. I'm like, bro, what just happened? Do we just finish each other's sentences, right? Like, is it just like a coincidence, or like what is this, bro? Like, what is going on, bro? Like, I'm weirded out. And yo, like, forgive me if the story is up and about, bro, but because it really is, bro. Like, so much happened, bro. So much happened, and it still spooks me to this day, bro. You know? And I remember after that, we were just silent, bro. Like, and I think certain people were peeping, like, what's going on between these two, right? And I remember after that, I just disappeared. I went about my day. We never said goodbye again. We never touched. We never hugged. We never touched and we never hugged. But this connection is just so strong, bro. And she's still on my mind. Now, I want to backtrack, right? Yo, this episode's gonna be long. I want to backtrack to the very moment when we were just sitting, me and her, we're having a one-on-one conversation, right? It was before I hopped on the Tyla music video set and I hopped on the Kumbi and did all that crazy stuff. It was just me and her. We were waiting to be called and styled and all that shit. And I was talking to her and I'm like, bro, I don't know how to start a conversation with this girl on Instagram. I don't know what to talk to her. Like, and I want to be respectful as well, to respect her relationship. But I still want to like see her. I want to talk to her, but I also want to respect relationship. I'm like, what can I say? What can I say? What can I like plan ahead? Like one thing about me, I always think like 10 steps ahead, right? So we're talking. I find out she like goes to school for like art, like the arts and whatnot. And I'm like, yo, do you do short films? And she's like, yeah. I'm like, do you mind like putting me in a short film? And she's like, okay, cool. Like, but I just don't want to, like, we talked about the payments and whatnot, and I was like, yes, please pay me, because, you know, I said that jokingly as well, because the agency like mocked me of all my cash, right? And I saved up for my album, and we just looked at each other, and I'm like, I realized, like, no, like, I'm planning this because I just want to spend time with you. I just want to be around you. I didn't tell her that, but I was just like, no, don't pay me. I'll do it for free. I just want to be, you know, on set. I want to, like, you know, be in front of the camera. I want to be seen. I want to be visible. I just want to be a part of something, you know? And she was like, okay, cool. You know, that's what I held on to. So I remember, but the whole thing finished, right? And I get home. My cousins are going crazy. Do you see Tyla? How was it? Were you in front of the camera? I was like, yeah, but you know, we never know until the music video's out. And they're also asking me like, yo, when are you gonna get paid and whatnot? And I remember I found out on the African Bank commercial that we only get paid 90 days later. Which is insane. But yeah, that's how the industry works. So, you know, as soon as I get back home, I immediately message her on Instagram. I message Maria on Instagram. I'm like, I'm gonna hold you to that short film, right? I'm gonna put the messages somewhere here, you know, blocked. So you guys know I'm not capping, bro. There's no cap in my rap, bro. I might miss out on some shit. But everything that's important has been said. But you know, that's what I held on to. Like, I'm literally thinking ahead. Like, I gotta be respectful. Like, keep it like work, you know. But like, I just want to see where this goes. I want to see if this thing is real, bro. Because I literally can't get it out my head, you know. And you know, like, we met the first time, and then we met again through fate, you know, because I wasn't supposed to be there. I wasn't confirmed. I was called by Sam to be on that set. and we saw each other again, and the feelings I had from that first day are still there, and they're like stronger now. And anyway, I met a lot of amazing people. God showed me flames again. He really showed me why I'm supposed to be in front of the camera. And like, as much as you want to be in front of the camera, God will always put you in that spot. Like, yo, you are supposed to be in this position. You are supposed to be doing this. He really showed me, like, yo, you're on the right path right now. You're on the right path. Just keep going. Keep going. That's the best advice I've ever received. The most confusing advice, but it's the best advice I've ever received. Just keep going. But yeah, I met a lot of amazing people. God showed me I'm supposed to be doing what I'm doing now. I'm supposed to be doing a lot of things actually, but I'm on the right path, Even this. But I've been yapping for a long ass time actually. This is insane. But I've been yapping. I've been yapping, and Shalom be with you all, and peace.